sin's gonna wash me clean if the river don't run dry. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the river. Blood upon the valley. Take this sword, the ill I've done, deliver me from worry. The devil's hand's gonna strike me down, cut me to my grave. The river song's gonna pull me through, the river she can save. Oh my Lord, take this soul, lay me at the bottom of the river. The devil has come to carry me home, lay me at the bottom of the
stands alone, silent weeping for no one. Can you hear how the wind blows in the valley of forgotten souls? Time will wait for no man, haunting stranger, the devil's hand. Some mother's child never came home from the valley of forgotten souls. At the of days, whispering hollow, rusted chain, rotted flesh, dead man's bones, in the valley of forgotten souls. All good things come to him. Holy water, raise the dead. Angel's breath, cold as stone, in the valley of forgotten souls.
The winds are whispering the name and tears fall from the sky. The devil's on my shoulders singing haunted lullabies. I walk along the road reveals a story full of pain. I wish I'd never come to be so buried by the days. Now it's a farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to.
Okay. So it turns out that my music volume isn't working for the stream. Hold, please.
Vinny, when do we get those temp hit points again? Well, they're long gone, eh? Because we burned them in the last fight.
Oh, well, yeah, if you burned him in the last fight, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I
burn
got-
them, there's
I got
always
fucked up hard.
there's
on
always
that
one
first
extra,
round.
so Vin can maybe give the extra one out to London if he asks.
If we're short resting, I'll be fine. But
I mean, even if you just need them, just because I still have because I have that other feature that gives me basically unlimited hit points as much
Yeah.
as I want.
I suggest you pick unlimited points.
Just dip into Warlock and get 2 levels, get the Eldritch Invocation to, get Fiendish Vigor.
I think Aid is a ranger spell now, too.
How does this work? You guys can hear music, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I'll ask the stream. Stream, can you hear music?
No, isn't there like a 2-minute delay?
Fuck yeah, there is.
Just use the Discord.
Yeah, I should just use the Discord. Message Rachel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't hear any
no,
music on the thing.
No music. Okay. I'm working on it. Right, let me play combat music just to see how loud it gets. We're working out the kinks here. I've tried something new on OBS and I don't know if it's actually working. So, let's run up just a fucking smidgen. Battle music. Okay.
Do you guys use Zins a lot? I knew Will was into it. I should have bet my life that Will would have had a pack.
Nope. Trying to quit that stupid vape pen. It's got so bad I would just sit there and like literally just inhale on it like all day and all night.
Okay. So in that case, we go back to the calm music. I just had to turn it up a little bit. I'm working out the kinks. Sorry, everybody.
I showed this to one of my friends at work, and she's like, "Man, that dungeon master just rips heat the whole session, eh?"
I do, unfortunately.
Like, you should see him when he's sick. He just smokes twice as much somehow.
Listen, I smoke like a little less than a pack a day, right? When I play D&D, sometimes I go through a pack and a half.
Dude, it's insane. Like, when I'm
Just
sick,
while
I
I'm
have like a
sitting
sore
here.
throat and shit, there's no chance I can smoke anything. That seems like the worst thing ever.
Builds character.
It builds diseases in your lungs. No, I feel like dog shit after I smoke that much.
I would expect that is a lot of cigarettes.
It feels like it. Okay, I think we're all set. Music's going, mics are going, audio's going. Everybody sounds good. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Good to go.
I'm gonna start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I'll do it today.
Yep.
All right. Last session opens with the weather being gloomy and rainy as news of Duke Portier's assassination spreads. Shortly thereafter, London finally faces Quartermaster Greaves, something he's been dreading the entire campaign. And Greaves forces him to make up for not filing out his requisition forms by publicly apologizing in the mess hall. And that is something we return to. But in the meantime, Tanis and August interrogate Shailene Zoraz, a supervisor from the Bureau of Drains and Underways, who discovered that Duke Van Thamper cut off the sewers, not only at the bathhouse, but we learn also at her own manor. Then after that, we switch to the scene where London gives his heartfelt and definitely not sarcastic apology to Quartermaster Greaves in the mess hall, complete with a song and dance routine, of course. Then we shift to a much more somber scene as Second Company journeys to Tumbledown, a sort of cemetery town where sadly Vin puts Gats to rest, but at least we get some finality there. Then we decide to go back to the bathhouse to tie up loose ends, maybe get some loot or clues that we missed. And we go down to Vaz's hideout and run into the mysterious Knights of the Shield that we've been wondering about. Among them is one of the people we saved from the sewers, Klim Jasso. We try to reason with them, but naturally they only want to fight. So we give them what they want and kick their asses, after which we interrogate them, but learn very little because they worship a literal god of secrets named Gargoth. However, we do find some interesting artifacts. Among their number include the Golden Horn and the Devil's Flask. And we put those in Vin's bag of holding for safekeeping. Finally, we decide that our natural next step is to go to the Low Lantern Inn to corner and capture Amric Van Thamper. And that is where we'll begin the next session.
That's right. So, the descent. Fade to black. The barracks of the Eastway Fist Station is dim and still. The deep hours of the night pressing in around you. It's around 2 or 3 in the morning, and the city is quiet, resting before the day begins. Your gear is laid out before you, armored, polished, weapons sharp, ready for the coming confrontation. The quiet murmur of sleeping soldiers reaches you, but you find little rest yourselves. Soon, you'll be heading to the Low Lantern, where Amric awaits. This confrontation will bring you one step closer to unraveling the Vanthamper's grip on the city. But for now, all that remains is the stillness before dawn and the anticipation of the battle ahead. And that's where we open up. The group of you decide, like, I was sort of lenient with the rest last session. So you basically completed your long rest that I had already given you the benefits for before. So some of you are like sort of waking up, or you just did menial activities until then. But you said you wanted to wait till 2 or 3 in the morning to confront Amric. The time is now. So we sort of pan in on the group in the fifth station, as I'm sure August is lighting a candle or something to get everybody up.
Is this Justin Bell, by the way?
Yeah.
Nice. Great composer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just give everybody the 5-minute warning to like get your shit together and meet up at the entrance.
Yeah, I imagine Vin is like the first one out. She didn't get a lick of sleep, and I'm ready, Gauntlet, whenever the others are here.
Dennis, do you mind if I ask you a question?
What?
Your locket, that sort of trans-dimensional space you can go in and out of. Do you have full control over that?
I do. Well, mostly. I'm kind of limited. I've found I can only enter at certain times. But what's in there, I have control over. Why do you need something stashed away?
No, I just fear I might have been a bit overzealous when I snapped Django into whatever ethereal plane he goes to when he's not here. Just been missing him a bit, and I'll rub the tattoo on his neck, and I just hope he's all right.
I mean, it's quite comfortable in there. When it doesn't reek of dead bodies, it's quite comfortable.
Suppose that does bring some solace. I know he's not your favorite character, but I do miss the little guy.
It's not him that bothers me. It's what bad things could come from his discovery that I'm wary of.
Can't even imagine the amount of paperwork we'd have to requisition to get a dragon in the company.
That is your problem to deal with, London.
That's the last time I'm singing in front of all those dirty blokes. I hated every minute of it.
But you're so good at it, London.
I have a feeling if Django's found, it won't be song and dance that'll fix that situation, so just be careful.
I know, I'm afraid you're right. I suppose he's better there than here, but... anyways, thank you.
You said we can get the benefit of a short rest in, though?
You can, yes. If you wanted to roll, go ahead and roll those hit dice. So you did technically take a short rest. And you get 2 for free from August for bandaging you guys up.
Because those were bad rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
Dude, nice
On
6.
max, but I didn't mean to hit that last one. I meant to hit down on the marker.
Rangers get D10s, eh?
They could be melee if they wanted to. That's the thing about Rangers.
Well, I'm topped up then. Ophelia, how are you feeling? I think you took a couple of licks last time, did you not?
I've had much, much worse. Feeling cautiously optimistic about this.
Good to see you with half a smile on your face then.
Well, any chance I get to enact some civic justice puts me in a good mood.
The other day you seemed a little down on yourself, towards your own thoughts. Has everything settled itself out then?
Well, I've pushed it down for now. Shouldn't come up while it's important. Maybe if we ever get a chance to go back to a tavern, I might speak a little more over some good drink.
Ophelia, I do have one more trait left. One of my mushrooms. Do you want it?
I wish you wouldn't call them treats. I feel like a dog, but I'll take it if you're offering.
Can't think of a better word. Magic mushrooms? I don't know.
I have
An
the
accurate
word.
description.
I have the word Vinshrooms on my character sheet.
Then shrooms is good. I was just thinking
what?
snack.
Scooby Snacks.
Scooby snacks.
I'll have to think of a clever name. Like Vin's Bubbles and Brokerage, only, well, I'll think of something, but here you go.
Much appreciated. That was 8, right?
9.
9. Okay. Thank you. So, let's just make sure the plan is clear. Going to go down to the Low Lantern, find his Van Damper, rip his legs off, and get him to sign something, right?
Well, I think we make him sign it before that first part. His hand might be a little too shaky at that point.
Right you are, Gauntlet.
The goal, though, is to bring him to his ultimate demise, though, correct?
No
After we get what we want from him.
explicit orders, and we have no way of knowing, how easily he'll be able to weasel his way out of any charges brought against him.
I think if he goes to the courts, he's scot-free. Can't let that happen.
On your orders, then, Gauntlet. We're ready when you are.
Everybody's prepared. Is it worth bothering Greaves right now?
I was gonna say, do we have any healing potions among us? Did we save any?
We found like 4 healing potions in that stash of treasure from the Knights of the Shield, too.
Vin has 2.
Also,
I
it's
have
3 in
one.
the morning. Fucking Greaves is off duty. However, you would have bothered him earlier, I guess, about stuff, because you did literally visit him earlier today.
Well, I mean, so if Vin has 2, what happened to the 4 that we found in the treasure? We should
I
have
have
like
1.
6.
I have one of them.
I remember drinking quite a few.
Yeah, we also
Mhm.
drank some.
I
Yeah, I
imagine that
think
there's only
the
4 or
ones-
5 left.
Okay. I think the ones Vin has are from earlier, but I can't remember right
I remember I gave mine to Ophelia, which was drunk.
I gave
I-
mine to Ophelia, which was also drinking, but that was like
Oh, wow, that's
multiple episodes ago.
Well, I'm glad this one isn't my responsibility to take care of.
I mean,
So,
I'd say
yeah,
if we
like-
have 3, I would say that's reasonable.
Did we drink healing potions after the fight with the Knights of the Shield? I
Yes,
thought that was like we did. Oh,
I
do
remember
not
somebody drinking one.
Yeah, I think I might have, because I almost died again.
Yeah, I just remember being like, there's no more fights. Why are you drinking a healing potion? I thought that to myself, but I didn't say anything out loud because.
Oh, also, I was parsing through my notes, and the Devil's Flask
Can make a healing potion.
Can make 1 healing potion as well.
Correct.
Can it make mayonnaise?
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately.
want
Why do you guys keep asking that?
He doesn't know.
Shut up.
Okay, all right. I mean, what's the plan? What are you guys doing? Let's get this show on the road.
Low Lantern.
Oh, Lantern.
Low Lantern it is. You guys head out of the quiet now Eastway Fifth Station, and as you make your way onto the streets of Baldur's Gate, you will note that it is still raining. It rains a lot here in Baldur's Gate, and as the rain sort of pelts down on your coats, you flip the hood. All of you guys are going incognito. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, we don't
Yes.
have our flaming fist garb on or anything.
Yeah, right. Well, like the tabard and stuff, right?
Sure,
But,
yeah.
like
as
some
much
of your
as I can
armors
hide
is
it.
engraved, like your shield has the fist on it. Like there's no You can cover it, but if you draw it out, you're gonna be noticed. But to August's point, you're not gonna be seen running away from the scene of the crime with looking like Flaming Fist. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys head towards the Low Lantern. The streets are pretty quiet for Baldur's Gate at night. You think it's probably because of the rain. But you do see passerby every so often. And you will approach the Low Lantern as fog obscures it until you get very close. And you see its tall masts and creaking bulk come into view. This converted ship has rigging and no sails and is anchored to the wharf by thick chains, and a wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck. And that eerie green glow from the open lantern is diffused in the fog, and it sort of spreads even further than it usually does. So you guys are gonna head inside? How are you doing this?
I just want to peep, like,
So good.
I just wanted to check, like, the gutters for birds.
Make it a perception check.
How far away are we exactly? Are we within 60 feet?
You can be.
Okay. If we're in range, I'm going to also try Divine Sense.
Okay. August, you do not see anything. Ophelia, as you approach the deck of the ship, you get a ping for an invisible, fiendish presence up on one of the masts, about 40 feet up.
I assume as Flaming Fish, they have like hand signals they can do, and she's going to.
Okay. You're gonna do a
motion
little hand
towards it.
sign. Okay.
So Thirstwell's gonna know we're coming.
I guess there's no sneaking in there. Do we run in guns a-blazing then?
I mean, not that I know you're good, but I don't think you'll take a shot at an invisible imp good.
No, I mean, instead of trying to sneak our way in the door, kick it in and infiltrate quickly before they have time to mobilize. They obviously know we're here.
Well, Thirstwell will know.
Yeah.
Amric doesn't, unless he has a way to communicate with him.
Right.
You may still be able to get a jump on Amric. Is it worth trying to wait him out, see if he comes out on his own?
No, I think attacking a Duke's son on the street is going to be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I agree.
At least we'll be able to control who sees what we're doing in there. Worst comes to worst, we can sink the ship.
I was actually thinking, do we throw a lit torch through one of the windows to clear this place out?
Is that going to draw too much attention, though?
Yeah, we don't want the fire brigade showing up.
Yeah, for
Not until
Yes.
after we're done.
I think regardless, we should go in. We don't know if Thirstwell and Amric are communicating, but if they are, they have sending stones or something. If we move fast and corner him inside, there's nothing he can do. Just have to get past the bodyguards.
Yeah, I think Thirstwell already knows the noose is tightening. I mean, they haven't gotten this far by being stupid. So I think we just do this as quickly as possible then.
Okay. All right. I'll be in first.
Ready?
All right. I would love to help you guys out, but I'm having technical difficulties on my roll 20. No, the fuck I'm not. It's fine. All right. So, you guys would just want to like kabam, march into the fucking first floor.
Yes.
Like, that's what it sounds like.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I mean, not loud enough, hopefully, that people come out of their homes and, like,
No,
what's
yeah,
going
no,
on?
You just
but
sort of march in there, you know, just sort of make your way.
not
in.
really stealthily at this point.
I understand. Okay. Let me drag you over to this side. It's okay. All right, so you guys come into the familiar first floor. You guys come into the familiar first floor. You will see that the patronage is dwindling. There is one extremely drunk man at the bar and another extremely drunk man at a table. There is also the captain, just sort of cleaning up for the night. I mean, it's late. They're open all out, like 24/7 though. But she's just like dwindling things down. There is, however, 2 bodyguards, armed bodyguards in the tavern, just to they're there to maintain gamblers, and how people get killed in the so you, August, I think you would know that most of the time the bodyguards are in a tavern to protect the staff, not the patrons. That's why people get murdered in taverns in Baldur's Gate all the time. You guys know that the next floor is where you will find Amric. However, the captain, she'll say, "Oh, welcome in. What can I get you?"
It might be best for you encourage her to close up for the night. Tannis, Ophelia.
Oh, you're telling me.
We have business below deck, please. And if it's possible to get some privacy, we would much appreciate it.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I do an advantage because Tannis is helping?
I said words.
Okay.
Sure.
You beat me to the punch. I was trying to think what I was going to say still, so that's fine.
14?
Okay. She will say, if you have dirty business, take it outside of my tavern.
Everybody give me a platinum piece.
She'll put a platinum on the counter in front of Elder Fire.
Okay.
Guess if it's to keep more out of this, she seemed like she was reluctant to send me to Amric earlier, so I don't want her caught in the crossfire, so I'll do it.
All right,
I
so
don't want the 2 guards still here while we're trying to kill a duke's son.
all right, so you guys you slide some platinum across the bar, and August sort of directly touches on the language of Baldur's Gate, and she says, I think it would be best if I closed up for tonight.
Indeed.
She
Have
will
your 2
tell...
guards there escort you home. It's dark and wet out there. Dangerous.
That's right. That is right. So she will have those 2 guards. She will have one guard go downstairs to go get her other bartender. And she says, just wait 1 moment, please. And then she will grab her employees. And, I mean, she lives here, but she's going to leave for a little while. The patrons, she doesn't say anything to any of the other patrons, though.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, so...
While they're collecting them, I'll go to the patrons and be like, tavern's shut down. It's time to go home.
This place is open 24/7.
It's really
24,
not. And I will
10,
pick
10.
him up by like his like armpits and
Sure.
like kind of like walk him to the door and like give him the boot.
Yeah, okay, all right. I think my wife is waiting for me anyways. Okay, all right, so I mean, you guys can basically clean out the bar if you want. There might be some patrons downstairs, though.
Hopefully they're like the rest of them and too drunk to identify us.
Sure. All right, so I mean, we'll just say for the sake of brevity that, you sort of clear out the bar for the most part, at least the top floor.
We should have got masks for this. Rubber gorilla masks.
That's some quick thinking there, August.
All right, what do you guys want to do now?
Can I... Oh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, can I just take a peek-see downstairs?
Sure.
Just scout out, see how many people we're dealing with?
Yeah, you can look downstairs. It's the downstairs room is the tavern lounge, and it's just more relaxed. There's oil lanterns. There's like 3 patrons in here, and they're just playing cards until this the same, like they're all 3 playing cards together, and they're on a far table away. But as you sort of peek down and around, you can see Amric's 2 bodyguards. You don't see Amric because the way that the downstairs is positioned, you can't actually make him out, but you can see his 2 bodyguards leaned against the walls on opposite sides of his little section of the ship.
Okay, yeah, I'll pop my head back in, relay that to the group. Whatever our fucking hand signals are.
Yeah, it's
What was that?
You just called me a motherfucker.
All right, we go down there, seal off the exits.
Okay.
London target priority, and we keep him alive.
Noted.
All right, I'll put you guys right here. So you guys come downstairs.
Can we see him here?
Yeah, you can now.
London's gonna look at August. I've got a shot.
Vin will position herself at this exit right here. I guess a little bit forward, like this way.
And sorry, what was your response there, August?
Let's see how amenable he is off the bat, but worth a shot.
Stay a bit back, London, just in case.
Aye. Yeah, if Vin's got that side, London will hang over here on the eastern flank.
Okay. What's the plan?
We ready to do this?
Right, let's go.
I'll start to walk up to Amric then.
Sure. As you approach this sort of grimy, grungy bodyguard, he's got like a bandana tied around his head. He says, "You don't come no closer, you fucking drunk."
Oh, no, it's fine. I took a loan from Amric. I have a debt to pay. He should recognize my face. We have a contract.
Amric was just doing middling work, and he was sort of playing with his fairy dragon that he has on his shoulder. And he'll look up and say, "Now I think I do recognize you. Yeah, come closer, please."
I'll move past his bodyguard.
Hmm.
Sophia following me, or is she kind of back there with him?
She's gonna try and follow Tanis.
Amric will stand when he sees Ophelia approach and say, "Now I can't say I recognize your face."
Simply
No.
here on behalf of a friend.
I need both of you to make deception checks.
Just trying to get as close as possible.
I'm on deception.
Natural
Ooh,
1 for 7.
That's a 9.
Okay. So let me roll for
To be
Amric.
fair, I don't think I was really trying to be that deceitful.
I want to roll for Amric. It might be on the GM. It is, but he got a 16 on insight. So always roll advantage. Never whisper.
You
Okay,
know,
so-
9 plus 7 is 16, right? That's
So
Beat it.
works.
With our powers
he
combined.
will stand, and as both of you approach, he will say, pointing to Ophelia, "Your flaming fist. Now don't be modest now, I can always tell. It's just something in the way you carry yourself, that certain righteous swagger, if you will. It's unmistakable. What do I owe the pleasure of a..." And then he gives you the He gives Tanis this really scrupulous eye. A refugee and a visit from the Baldur's Gate's finest.
I told you, we have a debt to pay. It's just not to you.
Whatever could you mean?
I'm gonna draw my sword.
Oh Jesus, here we go. So the bodyguards also draw out their weapons. You can hear the mumble, the growl of this big ass dragonborn who is also a bodyguard take a step forward towards you, and he'll say, "That is not a good idea."
Mr. Van Thamper, you can make a simple down payment now if you give us a writ into the upper city.
So here's the scene, right? Ophelia, half-drawn weapon. Tanis, full-drawn weapon. 2 bodyguards flanking Tanis, half-drawn weapons. Right? Amric, cool as a cucumber. Right? Just so chill. In fact, I think he's gonna sit back down. And sort of cross his legs. And he will say, "That is an awfully steep demand for someone whom I have no idea. Who might I have the pleasure of speaking to?"
We're not here to cut a deal. We're here to get a writ into the upper city.
"I don't believe that I owe you anything."
You can reconsider after we kill your bodyguards. Everybody?
Oh, she goes.
Okay. August, that was the most badass thing August has ever done. I want to give you inspiration. As I will pull up the turn order. Oh, that was so badass. Okay. Let's put on some battle music. Everybody roll initiative.
Let's go.
Chris's
God, that
favorite
was
time.
badass.
Wow, I'm rolling like straight dookie today.
Let's go.
And I'm being sandwiched by these 2 bodyguards.
Yeah, that's a great spot to be in, I think.
Been worse.
All right, so nobody's surprised because the tension was thick enough to fucking cut glass. So, I need London. You are first in the order. August is just like, we're gonna kill the bodyguards. Go.
Yeah.
What's your move,
I was
London?
gonna go for Van Thamper, but seeing Tanis flanked there, and maybe we can end this if we drop the bodyguards. I'm actually gonna go for homeboy on the right here.
Okay, yeah, he's like, I think I know his name is Voltus, but I have him as scumbag bodyguard. In a character sheet. So.
And like at a quick glance, heavily armored shields. What am I generally looking at here?
He just has leather armor on.
Oh.
And he has a short sword and a heavy crossbow. I think he currently has his short sword drawn.
He's getting the sharpshoot then, for sure.
Okay.
Let's put one in here. Ah, fuck!
You miss.
No, fuck, no! I'm not starting like this. Inspiration.
Okay.
Re-roll like this. And sharpshooter.
Oh!
Natural 1.
Okay. That misses.
Fuck. Reload and enter. Wow,
Okay.
that was-
You fire 2 arrows, they launch past him, and then he notices there's more than just these 3 people, right? Also, the drunk people in the bar that are just playing cards, they continue to play cards. All right.
London was about to turn around and be like, "Stay in your fucking seat," and he sees that they're just playing.
They're like old dudes, and this is just another Tuesday for them. So, all right. So it's the scumbag bodyguard's turn. His name's Voltus. He is going to make 2 short sword attacks on Tanis. So here they come. Let me make sure I'm not rolling to the GM. I am not. Here they come. A 18 and a 15.
18 hits, 15 does not.
Okay, 6 piercing.
Yep.
So he takes the short sword, tries to stab out at you. You twist to the side, and it scrapes across you.
Shimmering energy that shields me blows off a little bit.
Oh,
but
cool.
remain unharmed.
All right. That is, he used his 2 attacks. That is his turn. Vin, you are up.
All right. See, she's gonna step over here for a moment to see what's going on.
Also, I hate to be like this, but August, I really need you to be like in this square
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because you like move to talk. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she'll go for this guy in the leather armor as well.
Okay.
All right. She'll try to get a little angle between Ophelia and August as she
So
does.
I think because you're short, the bar is in the way. So would you like to stand up on the bar?
okay, sure. She'll go like here.
There you go. Now you can stand up on the bar. Yeah.
That is totally fair. Okay. Here we go, slinging some lightning. 15 to hit.
That is a glancing blow.
I think both. So half damage.
Yeah.
So what's 7?
Yeah.
All right, 7 lightning damage.
As a
Take it.
ka-chow strikes across the side of the low lantern.
Yeah, and then she will go back to her position from before.
Okay. Anything else?
That will be her turn.
Now, Amric will pet his fairy dragon and say, "Clover, darling, please take care of this." And the dragon sort of like does a maniacal little thing. And let's see what it can do. Oh, man. It can do a lot of stuff.
What color is it again?
Blue. Oh, man. So it can move here and literally just hit these 3 people. All right. So what it's going to do is a 15-foot cone. So it's Tanis's square, and then it's going to move to Ophelia in August, and then it's going to be these 3, right? It's stairs, right? Make sure I just make that clear what it's doing. It's going to be like this, right? But it's actually like, there you go, something like that, right? That's the shape of it. So it literally just misses the 2 guys. As I need... Oh, who has the lowest? Wow, what the hell is this? Oh, I need to roll 6d10.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
Color spray.
Yeah. Wait, how is it? /R?
/R
6d10.
60.
Okay, does it make anyone blind? No. Yeah, so it doesn't do anything. Fuck. Okay, well, it tried. It sprays out or it opens its mouth out and like a stream of colors shoots over all of you like rainbows and sparkles and shit. And for a second, you're like, Tanis and Ophelia and August are like blinded. As you feel like it would have blinded you. However, it doesn't have enough to blind anyone. So that was its turn. Next in order is the Dragonborn Bodyguard. It has a long sword. Tanis, you don't have a shield, right? Nor does Ophelia.
Nope.
All right, so this isn't going to help any. However, he can move here. So he will move into the Fairy Dragon Square, protecting his person, and you will see flames lick up the side of its face as it will. And I need Tanis and Ophelia, not August. Tanis and Ophelia to make dexterity saves.
30, alright.
16?
4.
Okay, Ophelia fails. You succeed. As you
But
take...
I do... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right. So you will be divvying this up in half. 12 for Ophelia, halved to 6, and 6 for Tanis.
Okay.
And then it will... I think he's going to stay there. I think I want to move the fairy dragon to there. There we go. Alright. It is now Amric Van Thamper's turn. I'm going to put him in a real square. Oh, he's... Hold on. Not a drawing anymore. There we go. And... he will... Oh, man. You guys did not know who you were fucking with. So, he will lean back on the couch and open up his coat. Or like his he has a vest on. Open up his vest, and there is a bandolier of daggers going all the way down his side. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys that handout yet. I was waiting for him to be in combat because I didn't want to see how many daggers he has on him. Yeah, I didn't ever show it to you. So he will just casually, over the shoulder of his bodyguard, throw 3 daggers at Tanis. 1, 2, 3.
14 misses, 17 hits. Does he have advantage?
No.
Then 12 misses, so only the 8 piercing hits.
Okay. All right, and he's still sitting down. As he's just, after he throws the 3 daggers, he misses 2 of them. One of them strikes you right in your shoulder. You have to rip it back out. He sort of smirks and puts his feet up on the table and sort of puts his hands behind his head. Next in the order is Ophelia.
Okay. Would I be able to squeeze in between them like this?
5, 10, 15. Yep.
There. Okay.
Yep.
So she jumps forward, shoves past Tanis and the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Bonus action, she's going to Thunder Smite. Take a maul attack on the Dragonborn here.
Okay.
Come on. Damn it. 12.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention this, but the Dragonborn bodyguard wears chainmail and holds a shield. Their armor class is pretty high. So, but you strike out at them and they just bash it with the shield, and now it's Dragonborn v Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Which is, it's also gold and fire, which is like literal rivals. So.
Yeah,
And
she
now your
fucking-
tokens are about to kith.
She is a Moxed Vish, which means little pest in Draconic. And that is her turn.
Ooh. All right. Very cool. Next in the order is
Yeah.
August.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bless on Tanis, Ophelia, and London.
Yep. Put little bless tokens on yourself.
But actually, before I do that, can I move here and provoke the opportunity attack?
You can. 21.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but it was before you cast the spell, so no
Yeah.
concentration check. No problem.
And these are stairs up, right?
No, they go down.
Okay.
The stairs up are right here. These are stairs that go down to what you assume to be the sleeping area. Like the rooms for rent, basically. But they're not
Yeah.
rooms.
I'm sorry, I got a quick question.
Mhm.
So, because I missed on my maul attack, do I still burn the spell?
Yeah, you're still concentrating
still
on it. It's
concentrating.
your next attack.
Okay. Awesome, thanks.
But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Tanis, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna brandish my sword in a flurry as I hold it out towards. Now Voltus is the scummy guy,
Yeah.
right? I don't know the Dragonborn's name.
No.
All right, and chains erupt forth and start to wrap themselves around him as I cast Hex on him.
Okay.
So I'm concentrating. And then I will brandish my sword even more as it cackles with energy, and I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade and try to strike at him with my Kodesh.
Okay.
22 plus 4.
That definitely hits.
That was supposed to have that 2 points of thunder damage on top of that.
11 total.
And I didn't have
He's bloodied.
Hex in there. So another 2 from Hex.
He's bloodied.
And then the energy jumps off of him and does 4 points of damage, fire style to the fire.
Yeah, so it's 2.
And then, God, I don't.
This guy doesn't have a reaction, but
That is a fantastic call, because I was trying to think about how I get in a better position. So I can't occupy the same spot as the dragon, though, right?
if it's tiny,
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm going to move into the dragon square and get right next to Amric and just be like, that debt's gonna get paid.
Alrighty. He does. He's like, huh. All right. Next in the order is London.
You'll yell out, "You're right, Ophelia, he is a pest," and take an extra second to aim as I'll shoot at the scum lord again.
The scumbag guy. Okay.
Scumlord.
Is... Holy fuck, bro. 11.
That misses. It sticks in the wall right by Ophelia's head.
Yeah, frustrated, he'll curse in Draconic and reload another arrow and end his turn.
Okay.
Wait, did you don't have Bless? Oh, you do have Bless in there.
Yeah.
I do have Bless, yeah.
All right. So it is the scumbag bodyguard's turn. I love that name. And he is going to. Man, he doesn't look so good. Does he have pack tactics?
It's like a credit on like a page of IMDb. The background actor.
Scumbag. Yeah, it is like a background actor. That's funny. Okay, so man, I'm gonna make a wisdom check for him. It is more wise to run away. Okay, so he's gonna stay. But he's real sketched out, so he's only gonna make one attack, and it's gonna be at Ophelia. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay, he does not have pack tactics. His friend does, but he doesn't. Okay, that's his turn. You can see he's visibly shaken. He is bloodied, fucked up. He didn't run, but he didn't use his full brunt of force that he could have. Vin, you're up.
Well, I think seeing that, Vin's gonna run right back. We want to take this guy out.
Okay, he's dead. What does this look like?
Yeah, so she gets up on the table, and you get another shot of like old dudes playing cards or whatever, as you see lightning zip past and like singe one of the cards, and he gets all grumpy as it. I feel like he's wearing leather, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's had the sword though.
Yeah. So
Just strikes
basically,
the sword.
I think the sword catches onto it, and I feel like he kind of brings the sword up to try to like guard.
Yeah.
But it's so overcharged with electricity that he like brings it to his chest and he like shocks himself.
Absolutely.
And the leather and everything it like smells like you get this like puff of
Oh
like
god.
smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the last thought that he has is, I didn't even like Ambric that much, anyways. I wish I had never taken this job. Next in the order is the fairy dragon. It's right. Dude is right on top.
Yeah, and Vin will move back to her spot from before.
Got a little like tech death dubstep song going on here, Jay. This is fucking awesome, man.
I think it's Doom. Oh no, it's not. Thought it was though. All right, it's gonna move out of your square,
Smart.
and I'm trying to think of what it would do. What kind of effect is this? Wisdom save. I'm trying to think of how to make this work. What about like this one? Self. All right, I think here's what it's going to do. It's going to fall and land onto the ground, and then you'll see its bones begin to crack as it starts to warp and shift. As it starts to transform. As you will see it turn into. Hold on, let me get the token ready. What would be the most? I want it to be a really fucked up looking devil.
Jesus Christ.
As it will begin to transform into this huge devil. It looks horrifying. The art doesn't do it. I'm not going to show you any art because it won't do it any justice. Just imagine the most horrifying looking devil you can think of. And
fuck is this?
That will end its turn. Next in the order is the Dragonborn Bodyguard. It will attack. I'll move it down just to be. I think the Dragonborn Bodyguard's fighting Ophelia, so he will continue to do so. Ophelia, you don't have a shield, so he's gonna hit you twice with his longsword.
20.
Yeah,
23 hits.
He actually
15.
has pack tactics, so 22 and 23.
Okay.
Because Amber's in that square, so.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, so 5 plus 6 is 11.
Okay.
Amric will say, good girl, Clover, good girl. And he is going to disengage as a bonus action. 5, 10. 15. 25. 30. Action dash. 5.
Is this guy running away?
15, 20, 25, 30. He makes it to down there. He pushes the old men out of the way. But yeah, he just gets up and starts to run. Because one of his bodyguards went down. So he's... But also there's... Looks like things are going pretty well for him, so he's just leaving. Ophelia, you're up. You see a Dragonborn bodyguard fighting you and this horrifying devil.
All right. Well, she's just gonna focus on what's in front of her. So she's gonna take with a maul attack at advantage. 22 to hit.
That hits him.
She also gets Thunderous Smite on top of that. DC 12 Strength save.
Does the damage automatically go through? Or the strength save is for something else?
The strength save is for being pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone. Here, let me post it.
Oh, he's dead. You kill him. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
I think she sees Amric run by like a coward he fucking is. And just out of pure rage, she takes them all, she swings it. Instead of going up, she goes down, smashes this guy in the knee. He goes onto one knee. She smashes him on the top of the head to end it.
Yep.
Just pissed off that this guy's gotten away from her.
As the Dragonborn falls, you will see this disgusting, horned, winged, red creature that reaches out with a horrifying claw. August, you're up. Oh, did you want to do anything else, Ophelia? Move?
Yeah, she's going to move She can move down here. If I move her, to
I'll
there, is that
say
advantage?
it's kind of fucked up because this is a wall here. But I'll say that if you can't be in this square or this square to hit him, and no, it wouldn't be advantage.
Okay.
Because Tanis would need to be over one more square. However, if you move by that wall, the creature will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Because
would
you
it?
moved out of its combat range.
Ophelia, Amric's getting away. We need him.
Okay. I can't leave this thing though. You need to go get him. I don't think she can move. I think that's all
Okay.
she can do.
All right, August, you're up.
Don't end there.
Well,
Why'd you get in my way? No, do what you will.
no, she would have.
Well, if she moves there, Tanis, she takes an attack of opportunity.
I get that. She just went right into the square I was gonna go into.
Actually, no. How about this? How about I go up there
Good.
next to Tanis?
There you go.
So I'm not in the way. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, we love it here. Tanis, you're up.
Did we skip over August?
Yeah.
August, you're up.
Go for broke. Gonna hold person on Amric.
Whoo! What kind of spell save is that?
Wisdom.
A 19.
Motherfucker.
Woo!
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs,
Yes!
you fucking bastard. All right.
Here, I'm burning all my spell slots now,
That's
so
okay.
you're welcome.
It's okay. All right. Natural 1.
Yes.
All right, he's holding. He's
London,
held.
You have advantage.
He is held.
All right, so everybody loses bless. Sorry about that, but priorities.
Nope, that's fair.
Oh, good.
All right, as he begins to run, he pushes past the guys that are dealing cards, right? And this is the first reaction that you get out of them this entire combat. They're like, "You fucked up our game!" You know, like the cards go flying, and the one guy's like, "You were cheating!" You know, so it's a whole thing. They're having their own separate thing while you guys are fighting. Every so often through the fight, we keep cutting back to them because the game's getting pretty tense. So there's two storylines. All right, is there anything else you would like to do, August, as Amric is paralyzed?
Yeah, just move over here and try and just like shove the table aside so I can start making through to Amric.
The guys that are playing are pissed. All right, next in the order is Tanis.
I'll look to Ophelia and be like, "You got this, right?" I don't
got
wait for an
this.
answer. I move there. Let's see. There's the stairs leading up. He's going for so he's trying to round around the bottom because the stairs up are here.
Yeah,
right?
Vin was there.
Gotcha. That's fine. That won't stop me because I cast Misty Step as I'm engulfed in golden flames for a second, and I reappear right there.
Okay. You flip the couch over.
Land on the couch, kind of catch myself. That was 5 feet, 10, 15, 20, and I want to get right in the stairway.
Okay.
Amric's held right now.
Yes.
But but I can move there and I can hold an action as I stand in the stairway and hold an action for in case he gets within 5 feet of me in case he breaks out.
Okay. All right. London, you are up.
Come on, London, focus. He'll drop to a knee and try and go between everyone's legs and get Amric, like in the Achilles.
Okay. Does he make the save after he takes damage?
No.
Wow, that's a powerful fucking spell.
Yeah, at the end of each of his turns.
Okay.
Finally,
Oh my
holy
god.
fuck.
You do,
23.
and it's a crit, right?
No, he's got to be within 5 feet for that.
Okay. All right. I mean, that definitely does some serious damage to Amric, but he's still up. He actually has a shitload of hit points.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Okay, you got to walk me through how you did all that.
5 to here.
These guys that are in the squares don't actually count as characters.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to go 15 over. I counted that as 25, but I'll have plenty to go.
There you go.
30 there.
Okay.
Though.
All right, cool. All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's it. Preventative measures here.
All right, it is now Vin's turn. Vin, what would you like to do?
Okay, seeing that Amric is kind of being locked down, Vin will switch her sights to this devil over here.
Yep.
And she'll start slinging lightning at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Tannis said Ophelia can get the devil all by herself. It's fine.
That's what paladins are for.
Yeah, right.
Just a little insurance. Also, metagame speaking, Vin does not want to kill Amric before his time comes.
Right.
But I think an 11 misses.
It does miss. It does miss.
All right. Well, thinking about positioning. Yeah, I think she'll stay right there for now. That'll be her turn.
Okay. August, you will hear a voice inside of your head. It's sort of in a language that you don't understand. Even though, yeah, it's sort of in a language you don't understand, but you get the intent. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. God damn it.
Nice.
25.
It was this whispering voice, and you felt like it wanted you to drop your spell. It suggested that maybe you should drop your spell. But you succeeded, so that ends its turn. Next in the order is the Dragonborn. Oh, nope, is Amric. Save at the end of his turn. What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
Oh,
Ophelia, you're up.
I mean, this spell's gonna run its limit pretty soon when we get the hell. So
It's your. I'm not mad about it.
Thinking bonus actions.
There's this
Take
huge,
pistols.
monstrous fucking devil right in front of you.
Yeah, she does not flinch in the face of this thing.
Cool.
It's just a small attack, I guess.
Okay.
this is a certified you can take a moment, Ophelia.
You miss.
That's a 9.
You miss. As you
All right.
swing past it, it sort of dodges out of the way as you slam into the wall nearby.
She's just in an angry fury, just swinging now, and that's her turn.
Okay. Next in the order is August.
all right, I'll give this a shot too. Yeah, I will raise my left hand, do the index finger up, a blue point of flame will appear, and I'm gonna channel divinity arcane abjuration.
What the fuck is this?
Turn undead, but for fiends.
Shut up. That's dope.
What?
Oh man, this is wild. Okay.
Pretty cool.
What? You have no idea. All right, what kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
All right, it has magic resistance. Okay. What kind of save is it? Wisdom, you said?
Yep.
It has advantage.
Yeah, it makes it.
18? Okay. All right, because that would have been wild.
That would have been sick.
All right, so we'll describe, like... I'll honestly say the devil that's in the room, it doesn't seem like it even noticed you, right? Like, do that to it. Okay. That your turn?
Yeah, the flame just gets bright enough to, like, blind the devil, but, like, nobody else... It's not bright, like, harming to anybody else, but, yeah, it just doesn't even notice. It's too occupied.
Okay, Tannis, you're up.
All right. Well, it seems like after he hasn't came in my vicinity over the past 6 seconds, I'm assuming he's still being held. So move 5. I see London. 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, I have advantage on him anyways, so there's no need for me to even get... Yeah, so 5, so I'll move 15, 20 as we make a wall of flaming fist members.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you a question. If I can't remember, if I hit him, and
That's a
my
crit.
booming blade does the damage. I can't non-lethal that, right?
You can non-lethal whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to non-lethally.
I'm a iffy on if you can, like area of effect non-lethal.
Sure, that's fair.
I'm
But
a
like
little
Green
iffy on
Flame
that.
Blade and Blooming Blade are fair game.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
Non-lethal fireball is a bit of a stretch.
Right,
And
that's how I feel.
How about my Hex too?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
No.
Okay.
I feel like you can
Bonus.
hold back your sort of single attack stuff, right?
I'm just curious
But,
'cause I know that
area
people,
of
like-
effect feels fucked up to me. No, I get
Yeah,
it.
that's
I get
fair.
it.
All right, I'm going to shift my Hex over to Amric.
Mhm.
And I'm going to hit him with a Booming Blade strike. So, and this has my Genie's Wrath on it. It has my Hex. I'm not blessed. Let me take that off. And Kopesh, 19.
That hits.
It's a
He
crit.
takes.
so-
Oh, automatic crit.
Yeah, automatic.
Yep.
So just roll another whatever your damage dice is, a d8.
And that's just the D8. So
Plus the D6 from X.
the Hex is in there. Does the Hex gets a crit too?
Yeah, all the dice. Right. So we're gonna use.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this character.
It's okay.
So then 6-2 for the Hex. But that slashing should not have 3.
Right. Here, I
So
got this. I
7
got it.
plus
I got
6.
it. You rolled all enough dice. So that's 9 for the first one. Right. And then plus that 6.
Correct.
All right. And then it also takes the 2 for the Genie's Wrath,
Yes.
because that's not a dice roll. And then you rolled another 6 on the D8.
Yes.
Okay. I dished it all out. He's still up, but he is bloodied. As you bash into him, all your magical force goes into him. It's literally like August described in the last session where he was like, he's going to get beat up and slashed with swords and all the shit. So it's happening. As he predicted. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Action, bonus action. No.
Okay. London, you're up.
If he's restrained, can I move without
Yep.
provoking a
You
attack
totally
of
can.
opportunity? Okay. Move back. Aim low body in the foot.
Okay.
No more advantage, but
No, you still have advantage.
Yeah,
'cause
you
he's
do.
held.
Oh,
He's held.
so
Oh,
maybe
like
just-
20 piercing's not going to do it anyway.
Well, might as well go for the crit. No.
It does actually just enough to take him out completely. So you want to take him out?
Non-lethally.
Unconscious.
Yeah, I want to like pin his like
He's out.
Achilles to the.
He's out.
Just nail him to the floor. quite
Yeah.
literally.
Yes.
And he
Goes for
slumps
the
over
legs.
against the wall and falls to the floor.
We're not done yet. We still have a devil to deal with here, gentlemen.
Yep.
And actually, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to come around this way. Oh, can I go in this square?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I will end my turn there.
Then you're up.
All right. Because of the size of this devil, I think it is occupying a 20-foot square, essentially. Yes.
I mean, you can hit it with a 20-foot square and not hit anything else.
Let's give it a little fairy fire.
Okay. What kind of save
So
is it?
that's a dex save. DC 15.
It has advantage. What is the DC?
15. It just
All
beat
right,
it.
I got a 20.
Damn.
No, I got a 20 actually. It has advantage.
Oh yeah, advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, well, she doesn't want to move it closer to her with the telekinesis, so I guess that's her turn.
Okay.
No, you
Tried.
should move it.
Well, I forget if I asked this last time. If I move it, does that count as an opportunity attack for like Ophelia? If I pulled it close, if Vin tried to pull it closer
No.
to herself?
No, it's force movement. Force movement doesn't.
Yeah, force movement. Okay.
Okay.
Tennis is saying move it, huh?
No,
You know
I
what?
didn't say anything. Do what you want. I shouldn't say that stuff.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
Tannis is there.
Move
No,
it.
we do have a bunch of people down here. Fuck it. She wants to take a bonus action. We'll move it. We'll try
Okay.
to pull it 5 feet closer.
All right. It succeeds.
It's... All right, then it Then it moves 5 feet closer to them.
No, it succeeds on the save.
Oh, oh, really? On
Mhm.
the strength save?
Sure.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right.
Then it stays put.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Seeing what is happening and knowing that it's kind of fucked situation, the illusion of the devil disappears. And the fairy dragon also disappears.
Oh.
And we are out of initiative.
Like, it popped out of reality or it went invisible?
Who knows? You don't know.
Yeah, fairy fire was to get rid of the invisibility possibility, but oh well.
Now, here's the crazy thing. August casts his little divine bullshit. The fairy dragon is a fae.
So it
still would have worked. All right? And that would have really fucked some shit up because it would have come out of the illusion. Because it has been hiding inside of the illusion.
I didn't pick up it was an illusion until you didn't roll for the strength.
I had been hinting, like, you guys have missed, so no one has hit it yet. If you had hit it, you'd have known. But no one hit it, so I was like, oh, it dodges it. Because I'm not going to stop you from rolling. That gives it away immediately.
Okay, so the fairy fire, or rather the
So the fairy fire would have hit
for nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you targeted this guy, and it wasn't a valid target, so it failed. But the fairy fire would have hit the fairy dragon, and probably I would have said, oh, there's an illumination coming from inside of this devil. But it succeeded, so. Everything just worked against you in that situation. However, it turned invisible and just disappeared, and you have no idea where it is. So that we are out of turn order. And that, my friends, is how you use illusions. All right, we're out of turn order. Amric's slumped on the ground.
Let's bring him back to his couch, make sure he's comfortable.
Do we try and chase down wherever that dragon went?
I don't even know where to start trying to find that thing.
Trying to hunt down an invisible creature that's a foot long in Baldur's Gate is a wild goose chase.
London's gonna put one random arrow in this square right here.
Okay, make an attack roll. You have disadvantage because you're hitting an invisible target. You miss.
13.
You miss.
Skewer the elk head.
Yes. All right, so you guys want to bring Amric back to the couch?
Yeah, I'll pick him up and I'll drag him, just like ripping the arrow through his foot.
Oh, God. You see him
Start
stir a little
dragging
bit from
over.
the pain.
While we're over here, is his like bag of
He has all kinds of papers and shit laid out on his desk.
All right. Well, I want to start rummaging through his papers right quick, and I'm looking for two things in particular. One, that book of all the Elturelian noble family crests, and two, the contract that says I owe him a lot of money.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Ophelia's going to take any weapons off of him, anything that looks like
He is
magic, whatever.
He is bristling with daggers, and also, strangely enough, he has I mean, I shouldn't give you this because it's like his one ability, but he has a smoke bomb. So like it's a fucking, like a Batman fucking, and I guess you can just have that.
Hey Vin, what do you make of this? Some sort of incendiary device.
Yeah, she'll I think that she'll take some of the residue on it and like lick it or something. She'll be like, no, this isn't it's not a firebomb. It's not smoke powder. It's just powder. It's a smoke bomb.
Yeah, that's the name of the ability, so we can sort of transfer that into like an item.
Cool.
There's a range of 20 feet. Explodes on impact. It's a cloud of black smoke, 10-foot radius sphere. It's heavily obscured. It remains until the end of the character that threw its next turn.
Why don't you go ahead and hold on to it? I'm busy, and she's like throwing daggers over her shoulder. Like,
Right.
just-
Okay.
Gladly, she'll take it.
So you find a couple of things. Tanis. First of all, just laid out on the desk is a bunch of contracts of people who owe him money and shit like that. But none of it pertains particularly to the refugees. However, there is a black valise that is on the couch beside him. It's like a suitcase, black suitcase.
I'll open up that and
Cool.
continue to look.
So you do find, on the table though, you do find the paperwork that you owe him money.
Okay,
That
that's
would just
fine,
be
'cause all
on the
those-
table.
Yeah, all those contracts are getting burned. Like,
Okay.
I'll just hold a torch to them as I'm searching through them. Like, this isn't the one. Torch it, throw it away.
Sure.
Torch it, throw it away.
Sure. But you will find a couple of interesting things. First thing that you find is a bundle of vellum scrolls. These scrolls appear to be armorial rolls of Eltegard, detailing the name, coat of arms, and date of accolade for every knight in the Order of the Companion and the Hell Riders of Elturel. And I need you to make a perception check.
Perception is coming. Nah. 5. Not great.
They are armorial rolls. You also find the book, the portfolio that you were looking for. This portfolio case contains an eclectic collection of genealogical and property records, most of which seem to be focused on or around the city of Elturel. Sheets of parchment are covered in notes relating to these records, tracing patterns of inheritance originating from a seemingly arbitrary selection of progenitors. In other cases, it appears that the opposite work is being done, with lines of inheritance being traced backwards into the past. Some of these are even marked with a small sigil of a sword in the upper left-hand corner. Others have a black X marked in the same spot. Also in the suitcase, you will find a letter from Mortlock. Amric, I received your list of targets and will ensure they reach Flennis post-haste so that she may deploy her teams for surveillance. She did, however, request a bit more information on those currently associating with them, if you can manage it. Such relationships often prove invaluable in tracking these folks down, given the general chaos of their circumstances. There will be no need to dispatch any of your agents to the bathhouse. Not only do I have matters well in hand here, but I am sure you are aware, as am I, that Mother had very sound reasons for keeping your operations separate from those of our allies. Signed, Mortlock. And the last one is letters from Thirstwell. Amric, it has come to my attention that a group of Flaming Fist officers have been investigating the recent murders, and I have reason to believe that they may be connected to the closure of the tannery. These are not the usual mindless brutes we're accustomed to dealing with. They seem to be more resourceful and determined. They've already been seen prowling around the Low Lantern once, which means they know more than they should. You must proceed with the utmost caution, brother. Keep a sharp eye on all who enter, ensure nothing suspicious escapes your notice. Our mother will not tolerate failure, especially not now when everything is so delicately balanced. Ensure there are no loose ends and make sure that those Flaming Fist dogs find themselves chasing their own tails instead of sniffing around our business. Your brother, Nor Milk. And then it will say, brother, I completely concur with your last. I recommend using the imp who brings this letter to you to send word to Voz to proceed with the assassination. He will be able to slip in the frolicking nymph quietly and invisibly, deliver the missive undetected, and return to me none the wiser. Signed, Thirstwell. Brother, last one. Brother, on your advice, I have removed the Elturian puzzle box from the family vault where Mother secured it. I have no idea how angry she might be if she found out, but I am utterly fascinated by it. I am certain that there are secrets of Our Lady Zariel locked within it that will perhaps grant ultimate power, the sort of power you and I have often dreamed of. This puzzle box must be the key to everything. Unfortunately, I have had no luck in determining how to open this hell's be damned thing. but I will keep you informed of any progress I make. Signed, Normilk.
The letters, they all have the same handwriting on them.
Yep.
So Normilk is Thirstwell and Thirstwell is Normilk, it
Correct.
seems.
Yes. It must be some sort of pet name or nickname. Those are the papers that you find within the case. However, Ophelia, when you see the armorial rolls, you will note that these are not just copies of the armorial rolls of Eltergard. They bear the High Observer seal. They must have been taken from the High Hall directly. Like, these are the official armorial rolls.
Tannis, that paper with the shields on it. Let me see.
I'll pass that over.
This isn't a duplicate. This bears the symbol of the High Hall. This is an original. Where in the hell did you get this?
They must have smuggled it out of the city before Elturel was destroyed, I would imagine.
I mean, they've infiltrated the highest levels of government in our city.
London was watching the stairs, but hearing this conversation, he would ask, Ophelia, can I take a look at that?
Of course, and she'll pass it over.
Is there any sigil that's familiar to me, specifically?
So
Hamilton
there is
Colorado?
about 20 of these rolls.
Yeah, London will be pouring through.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you find one that belongs to Hamilton.
Is
The armorial roll.
Does this one have a check or?
So
X
these ones
beside it?
aren't marked like that.
Oh, okay. That's
These
just the
are.
portfolio.
Yeah, that's just in the portfolio, and it would take you a while to dig through that. You just know the
Okay.
symbology of Hamilton's families, so you could look through and try to find it. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
got blue in it. Where's the blue ones? Oh, there's one. You know what I'm saying?
Precisely.
Okay.
I knew there was rot within the order before, but for this to come from the High Hall, it does not bode well.
Why do they care about this lineage, hunting down Hellriders and Knights of Elturel?
Vox Maledictus has some sort of vendetta against the Hell Riders and Order of the Companion. His main target has been them this whole time. This is just his way of connecting when I came to visit Amric the first time, when I told him I was a refugee with descendancy of the Hell Riders, he consulted these documents trying to find anything confirming my story.
Right. But we don't know exactly what the vendetta is then.
Why don't we try to ask the bastard ourselves? I think he's rested enough.
Well, here's the thing. The only leverage we have against him, I feel like, is the fact that we hold his life in our hands. And it's not like we can actually make that choice.
He doesn't know that, does he? We've already let one brother go.
So let's keep that one close to the chest.
Oh, as far as he knows, he's going to the courts, where, as I said, he would eventually be scot-free.
No, he's not going to the courts. That's for sure.
He
Make
doesn't
him
need to
think
know
that he is, though. We need that
Damn it.
writ.
Tannis, were there any sort of blank documents in that folio? Anything that'll get us over into the upper city?
He'll have to draft it up, I would assume. I don't think he just carries those kind of writs around, but... Well, he'll know about how to read through his crap better than I will.
No chance anybody found a watch token here?
There were no watch tokens.
No.
Well, I think Finn's right. He's had plenty of time to rest.
Go on then, squeeze the answers out of them.
I'll slap him awake.
He's sort of blinking. The flaming fist, always so direct.
So have you reconsidered?
If all you want is access to the upper city, there are other, more reputable means.
Yeah, well, I had to find that contract and burn it anyways, so figured we killed two birds with one stone. That was absurd, the details of that. I wasn't going to pay you that money.
Is that why you all are here? For a simple loan shark operation?
We told you why we're here. The writ. We don't need official. We don't need clean. We need it now.
And also official and clean. It does have to work.
He's beaten, he's weaponless, and he is gonna pull back his fucking sweet ass cool demeanor, right? I mean, he's got this fucking blood running down the side of his face, right, where Tannis bashed the shit out of him, he's singed and stuff, and he's gonna be like, I must say, you're not exactly flying the fist's colors. Methinks you're working off the books. I wonder what would occur if your superiors were to hear about your disorderly conduct.
You can explain that to the tribunal when you face them.
He laughs. I do not fear the tribunal. You, however, should be very afraid. Allow me to remind you, officers, that my mother is Duke Thalamra Vanthamper, one of the three, make that two remaining dukes of the Council of Four. She is known to be fiercely protective of her three sons and wields a considerable power.
And I wonder how Mother will feel about two of her sons agreeing to kill the third.
My brothers have attempted to assassinate me. Is that what you are insinuating? Is that who sent you?
You're a terrible liar. We know you and Normilk conspire to have Mortlock killed by Vaz. But that's not why we're here.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Ophelia is going to grab his mangled foot and squeeze. I suggest you remember.
Is he being honest?
Make an insight check.
I don't believe this guy.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna hide this just in case. Just gonna do a little something, 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 something. Oh, August, you find him a very practiced liar, and a very talented one at that. He's lying. Just like about everything.
Who can tell this?
August.
August. No.
He wakes up in the morning and just lies.
What'd you have for breakfast? Eggs and toast. It was waffles.
Exactly. If all you want is a writ to enter the upper city, I guess I could provide. However, you will live to regret this decision.
We'll start there, and if you continue to be agreeable, Perhaps we'll all live to walk away from this.
I promise you, I will live to walk away from this. And he will sit up and then, like, kind of being a douchebag, he's like, is it okay if I write your paper now? You know what I mean? Like how people act when they're around cops where they're like, what? Can I move now? You know, so he's kind of gets that attitude. But he will notice that his papers are all over the place and be like, oh, well, that cat's out of the bag, but sort of hide that very well as he will pull out a new fresh piece of parchment, dip his little quill, and begin writing a writ for you. And he'll say, now who can I make this out to? Like he's signing an autograph. Like who should I write on the writ?
That's a good question. Gauntlet.
Gauntlet, is it? Okay, Gauntlet, who?
I slap him.
You slap him in the back of the head.
I mean,
You know what we were saying, jackass.
He just keeps smiling, blood running down the side of his face. Like he knows something that you don't know.
yeah, I'm gonna trust Portier and tell him to put my name.
That's August A.U.G. Elderfire. Very good. I can't say I've ever heard of your family. Are you from around here?
Besides the point. Now, on to other matters. How did you get the official armorial rolls from a building that no longer exists?
Oh, these old things. I just found them. Lying about. Can't say I recall.
I don't want to rip one of his legs off.
Vin's looking at the writ that he's writing
Yeah.
on, and is it safe to say that Vin would know what an illusory script is?
Sure. Why don't you make me a perception check? I'll see if everything
Perception?
seems... Yeah.
All right, she's curious.
Dude,
man,
good
she's-
question. I would have never thought of that. Good.
It is something Vin would think about, especially with her suspicion of him. Perception she's not great at though, so this might be. Can we? Oh man, do we use the inspiration for this?
Well, would it be reasonable to say Vin would be like, hey, can you check this out? Make sure it's all, get advantage.
I mean, for insurance, I could cast Detect Magic when we're done.
Okay, fair.
Well, we should do it now before he's, indisposed.
Yeah, I would just.
Yeah, so I'll start casting Detect Magic, make sure there's nothing fishy with this writ.
Okay. Yeah, he finishes it and signs it. Amric, Van Thamp are all really beautiful on the bottom, the curlies and everything. Now, is that all? Is it
Do
detect
you
magic?
have any
You're casting it
questions?
as a spell or ritual?
Oh, I'm gonna do a ritual. I can't afford to
Okay.
do it as a spell right now.
Okay. So yeah, he'll be like, "Is there anything else? I would very much like to get home, and now that you've..." And he'll sort of kick one of his dead bodyguards on the ground. Now that you've rid me of my bodyguards, I feel I may not have a safe walk home.
And if you want to tell him the other reason we're here, just don't make the payment until I'm done casting this spell.
Sorry, I stepped out for a second. I kind of missed the
He
last-
was just like, "Is there anything else y'all want from me?" And August is like, "Okay, well, why don't you guys go ahead
Yeah.
and tell him the other reason we're here."
Basically,
Oh,
August.
the actual reason?
Yeah.
He's gonna be a cagey little bitch all night. So
And Vin's gonna stall him a little bit as well while August figures out whether the scroll has like illusory script on it.
Okay.
honestly, the longer he stalls us, the longer Thirstwell and Co have
Yeah.
time to prepare. I feel like.
So Vin, you wanted to talk to him?
Oh, you. Look at me. Look into my eyes. They look familiar.
I can't say I see many gray-skinned gnomes around.
But there was one, wasn't there? There was one that owed you a great debt, yes? Do you remember?
I'm afraid I do not. Many people owe me money. I try to make a habit of it.
Owed. Those contracts are burned.
Yeah, I think Vin
He
at
shrugs.
this point will take her like frost hand or left hand
Sure.
and like place it close to his like collar, like his neck,
Sure.
and start like pressing down and pushing on him. Try to remember a little harder.
Perhaps a name might be of assistance. No need to get so aggressive. I'm being agreeable.
The name is Boondiggles.
A click of recognition. I recall that name, yes. A desperate little fella. I thought he could play in the big leagues and ended up in over his head. If I recall correctly, he was knee-deep in debt. And, well, debts have to be paid.
That they do. That they do. That's, I suppose, the only thing we can agree on. And how far along does August seem in his ritual casting?
6, 7 minutes.
Yeah, as it's kind of closing in on those last couple minutes, then we'll say the line. I've been waiting for this so long. She'll say, well, just to let you know, there is another reason we're here. And, well, my name, I should introduce myself. My name is Vin Boondiggles. You killed my father, so prepare to die.
He will say, killed? Oh, no. It was more of a suggestion. I simply reminded my associates that when a rat scurries too close to the lion, it tends to get crushed. Your father couldn't keep up his end of the bargain. And what happened after that, well, let's just say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Isn't that how it always goes?
That is how it always goes.
I will tell... Go ahead.
She's just gonna say, I think I found myself in the right place this time, though, as she starts to rear up her lightning hand.
He looks you so fucking, like, into your hand. Like, he almost presses into it, right? And he's like, I will tell you this. Your father's life was worth less than the ink on his debt notes. He was a fool who gambled his future away, and yours too, it seems. You get off your detect magic. There is no magic on the paper. However, you do notice a lot of words are spelled kind of weird. And as you sort of go through it, it's like a letter here is a capital H, and there's a capital E in the middle of another word, and it just spells out like help, no trust, stuff like that. It's spelled out within the writ, right? Like he totally fucked you on this writ. And he is just pressing into Vin, like, okay, come on, bitch, let's go. You know? You should be grateful, really, honestly. I did you a favor. Saved you from a life of chasing after his failures.
Yeah, she'll turn to Gauntlet, Elderfire, tears in her eyes, and is looking for the last okay.
We're gonna give him one more chance to write this writ to see how long we leave you alone in here with him.
I've waited this long.
Go ahead.
I can wait a little longer. Go ahead.
I fear I will not be writing any more writs now that I know exactly what's going on here. You are just going to have to kill me and face the consequences of your actions.
Gauntlet, that letter he signed, How does his signature look?
We'll show it.
It's very fancy. Like, he did write his real good official signature on it to be a fucking dick.
We can change the letter. All we needed was the signature, right?
And I assume there's a nice stamp nearby or something.
Sure, yeah.
To use.
For sure. He has a signet ring on. And that's what they use to stamp, wax and stuff.
Ben.
We have what we need. And Vin will then take the you know what, I think she'll take him by the hand. He's probably wearing a lot of rings.
Yeah.
She'll take him by the hand and zap the rings and then push it into his face.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Okay, well, he only had 1 hit point left, so I mean, you just fucking incinerate him. So his hand is like electrified and he's screaming out, right? And I want him to say one last thing. But man, like, he could have gave you so much information. Okay, he will say, Oh, I don't know. I don't have anything good. Something about, like, you're no better than your deadbeat father, you know, as he's, like, getting zapped to death. And then you push it into his face and it burns him and he's, ah! Right, and as you let go of him, his face is, like, charred with a fucking black handprint over his face. And that is the end of Amric Vanthamper.
Yeah, as Vin lets out the biggest, like, sigh, like, exhale you've ever heard her give. And she kind of, like, stumbles backwards. And is just sitting there breathing heavily for a moment.
London will put a hand on your shoulder to steady you.
Thank you, London.
Fury of the Boondiggle. Excellent work, Vin.
Oh, I have to say, I've been waiting for that moment for so long. It doesn't feel as good as I thought it would. But at least I know some justice has finally been served in this damn city. And if London, like, helps her up or something, she'll, like, take his hand and
You stand over the smoldering face of Amric Vanthamper.
Very well, let's get to work on a better looking writ. And also, I think we didn't look downstairs. There could be something there, perhaps.
Well, should Tannis and I go take a look and you work on the writ?
Very well. Yeah, she can work on it with August. Something. I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Make sure to collect the rest of those paperworks, whatever contracts I burn as evidence. We're gonna burn these motherfucking names to the ground with the rest of their family.
She'll start scooping those up too.
Cool.
Take his ring just in case we need it later. Then we can throw these bodies in the Grey Harbor.
So I guess Ophelia and I will go investigate the rooms downstairs.
Sure. It is like the below deck of a ship, right? And there's just a bunch of, like, hammocks. And there's maybe 5 dudes or, you know, mix of people down here. They're just sleeping. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. There's not a lot going on down here. There's nothing of use or worth.
All right. Seems like they serve some pretty strong alcohol to keep these people
Yeah,
sleeping through that.
Did you do like a thundering spike or
I
something
did
at
at
some
300
point?
feet of...
Yeah,
It's raining out.
Yeah.
Could be thunder. You know.
Right.
actual thunder, yeah. You said those guys playing cards are playing like a really high stakes game by
They
the end of
were. No, they left. When
Yeah,
August
but-
came and threw their table.
it? Okay, I was gonna see if I can go over to the table and just scooch whatever gold was on the table into.
Oh no,
his pocket.
they took every penny that was on that fucking every copper piece on that table is gone.
I don't know if I feel better or worse about what we did here today, but we have to keep going. So we'll forge a writ then and try and get him to the upper city. Is that the plan then?
Yeah.
I feel as if the clock is on at this point. If the Emmerichs are on the back foot now, or if the Van Thempers are on the back foot now, we don't want to let them.
And I mean, we know when Imp was watching that whole thing.
And the fairy dragon's gone.
I just don't want them to get time to send the city watch to the gates to keep a eye out for us.
We need to get to the Baldur's Gate before they do.
So
I dump these bodies in the harbor then.
Yeah.
come on, let's get this done, and Vin can forge that.
Hopefully we'll take the signet ring just in case, and
No problem.
the rest of it.
Yeah, so on the signet ring, this is an important piece of information.
Oh yeah, I know I said I patted him down for weapons, but
Yeah.
would there be anything else like
Not maybe like, oh man.
How much gold?
I was
is
literally about to
Definitely
say
has
he
a
probably has a
quiver on him.
fuckload of money.
200 platinum, or
I was gonna say
1d6 times 100.
I was gonna say at least 100 platinum, at least.
Okay, holy shit.
Fuck, I was joking when I said that.
At least. I mean, he has a money lending business. The thing is, his valise was unlocked when you opened it, but it usually has a lock on it, and that's where you find the money. Let's say 75 platinum, because it's still quite a bit. It is obviously dirty money, right? Like, just saying.
Are we all taking 15 platinum pieces then, or? We're no longer fists, man. We gotta fund our own. We gotta buy our own health potions from here on out, brother.
Considering this is ill-gotten gains, it's only respectable for us to take it.
Well, I mean, decision's kind of been made for us. We can't even track these people down if we wanted to. All the contracts are ashes.
Whoops.
So,
Perhaps we could.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Perhaps Duke Dillard Portier is dead, but the Confraternity of Refugee Relief could probably use these funds.
It's true.
True. I'm not disagreeing, but once we get past the gate into the upper city, I'm not sure if I'm ready to take on all the Van Tampers just yet. I need a little rest, you know.
How long do you like? An hour?
An hour would be okay.
Anything longer is not in the cards.
I'm worried about them getting word to the City Watch or getting a chance to regain their footing.
We need to, honestly, I think we're better off trying to find a spot to lie low in the upper city to rest and hope, because I don't want to risk them
that was
going into
perhaps
lockdown.
That was perhaps what I was leading to is if we get into the upper city and perhaps buy a room or some sort of safe location we can lie low in.
I don't want any more of a paper trail than we already have.
Yeah, very
Well,
true.
yeah, but if we give somebody 5 platinum, they're likely to not ask him any questions.
This is
Even in
Baldur's
the upper
Gate.
city.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I wanted to
True.
mention real quick that the signet ring has the Van Thamper seal on it, but also on all there it has the family motto, which is "Stone hearts never bleed."
Guarantee that's a password to some secret door.
Yeah.
For sure. But it doesn't seem magical or
Not at
anything,
all,
right?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a silver signet ring.
Probably want to use that to seal the letter though, Vin. 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, so the bodies are getting carried out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are just gonna throw Amric over one shoulder and a bodyguard over another shoulder. Like you guys are gonna
I was
carry
gonna
out
look for something
Amric
heavy
and the
to-
bodyguards.
Yeah,
fucking-
take some of the bedding from downstairs and, get
Sure,
all-
wrap them up.
moving carpets at 3 a.m.
I mean, you can
Fucking
throw them
Sopranos
off
of-
the side of the ship, right? Like you can
Yeah, I
stay
was
on
gonna
the
weigh
ship
him
and
down.
never leave the
Oh,
ship.
okay, cool.
Yeah, just weigh him down and throw him off the side of the ship.
Yeah. So I mean, you can still carpet rug them up still,
Yeah.
and put some fucking heavy stuff. I don't know, something. What is something heavy? Something.
I don't know, like a barrel of.
Suit
no.
of chainmail on a dragonborn.
That would be heavy enough.
Yeah,
We
pieces.
just
of
tie all
everything.
3 of the bodies together.
Sure. And you guys drag it out, sort of fix it up on the deck of the ship, and toss it into the Grey Harbor, and it immediately splash, and then just starts to sink. It's still raining outside too, so you're like in the rain. It's raining harder a little bit. We get that lightning backflash, right, as we take the bodies in the rug and throw it over the side of the ship, and then we follow it down into the water as it sinks into the darkness of the water. And
Joins 20 other bodies.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this. The
20?
seafloor is
That
all,
is
yeah.
a very
Generous.
conservative estimate.
Yeah.
Well, the crab's got to eat down there.
So Vin, I'm gonna need you to make a check. So, are you proficient with calligrapher's tools?
I don't think so. Let me double check. She is not.
Okay, so you can make an intelligence check.
I'll
If you
cast
want.
guidance,
Okay.
and if I can help.
You can. Okay, so you have advantage on an intelligence check with guidance to write this writ.
Okay. Oh my goodness. We might have to use the inspiration for that one.
I don't have any more.
I
13?
feel like that's a good spot to use one. If
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Does someone have it?
Yeah, she has it. She's been
Okay.
saving it.
Probably
Yeah.
good time to use it.
Okay. We're still gonna use the same guidance, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Come on, yes.
Hey, much better.
Wow.
21.
It pulled through. All right, so you have to sort of wipe your eyes, right, Vin, as you do. Echoing in your mind is this fucking slimy ass southern accent dude telling you how much of a piece of shit your dad was, and you begin writing out the writ, and you write out his signature, and just it feels so wrong, but you finish it, and it looks perfect.
It does. With pure hatred, she finishes the final stroke. I called it Elder. It's done. You can look it over, but I think it'll do.
I'll just go ahead and seal it with his signet.
Yep. Done.
This is an official writ.
I love
Gonna burn the other one.
Cops doing bad stuff, you know. It's good. I love it. Okay, you do it. No problem.
Just fueling the emptiness inside of us with more emptiness.
Listen, it's gonna get way worse.
And
We're
the
less
ends justify
cops
the
and
means.
yeah, we're less cops and more CIA doing
Yes,
this shit.
it's true.
so-
We're
You're
the
right.
only fists that don't carry crack to sprinkle on suspects.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Fucked up.
That is fucked up, but also very true. Don't get me started on cops. All right, so that is done. You have the writ. The bodies are thrown overboard. The tavern's basically abandoned. You will also note that the lantern that glows green was put out when you guys went out there to throw the
Yeah.
body. So where to next?
Good session, boys. That was fun.
Well, did we decide about what to do with the platinum?
Wow, I took my 15.
I mean, take it for now. It's not like we're going to the confraternity at this moment. So if we got to bribe somebody, we got to bribe somebody. But
Be better to take this ill-gotten gains and give it back somehow. We don't need to stoop to their level.
It can
an
go to a better
anonymous
cause.
donation might be in order.
All right, so you guys are going to head to the Boulder's Gate now?
Yeah, I think so.
Assuming that's the closest gate.
I think so. I think so.
Van Tempers, we got rid of the guards. And we took all the paperwork or burned it, right? Like all
Yeah, the
shit.
Boulder's
The-
Gate is probably the closest one.
The debts we burned, but we kept the letters, the portfolio, and all the scrolls with the shields.
Yeah, the
Sweet.
briefcase stuff.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we don't do something like, oh, you guys forgot to get rid of the body, and like, no, we did everything we needed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I never pull shit like that. So,
Oh, are you in for a treat, Jay?
all right. So we're going to the upper city. We're going to the Boulder's Gate.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. You guys head back out into the rain and onto the street as the fog sort of hugs you, and you guys disappear into the fog, and we'll take a break.
Fuck. That was awesome. Dude, man, that was getting dark, brother. I was scared and a little excited.
Dude,
As was I.
That is exactly.
But yeah, that's the scene right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what Ben wanted.
Fucking badass.
Wavering.
All right.
So I can't wait to watch that scene again with Vin and Van Damper. That was awesome.
Was awesome. All right, so you guys. Hold up. I actually wasn't ready. Sorry.
Dio, did you have like a speech prepared, like ready to go for when this moment inevitably came?
I just had that line in my mind, and I kind of just improvised the rest.
I feel like vengeance is like the perfect name for this episode.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, finally here. But as Vin said, she's feeling a little empty. This is the start of the next stage in
For sure, bro.
her descent, you could call it.
Classic.
Harkening back to the campaign.
Classic
themes.
trope, man. You murder them in cold blood for their revenge. You just feel shittier.
Yeah, I think the I would say that, you know, her turning into Batman is the next stage, but she's a step below Batman because Batman doesn't kill, so
No.
you know.
It's like Iron Man, maybe.
Yeah, I
Using
mean,
the
Iron
fucking
Man is
gadgets and
actually
stuff.
Iron Man was actually one of the inspirations for her character, like legit.
Red Hood. That's it.
Ah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Man, the newest one, The Batman with Robert Pattinson, is like top 5 all-time movies for me. That one's sick.
It's pretty cool. I like the car, the Batmobile. It's like a souped up car. Like that feels like very Batman. It's like a fucking souped up muscle car. Very Batman.
I feel like Pattinson was like the true emo Batman.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
They played Nirvana. Like,
Yeah.
all right. We're live now. Hold on. Let's. All right. So I was writing some more stuff. Okay. So you guys approach the Boulder's Gate. It stands a formidable, huge structure, ancient, as old as the city is. And there is a couple of City Watch members. I think they have like blue and gold uniforms. But they stand at the ready. And when you approach the gate, they will say, "Halt! What's your business in the upper city?"
We have a writ here. We're just making a delivery on their behalf.
He'll take the letter, pop it open, notice the seal, pop it open, read it. State your name.
August Elderfire.
All right. He folds it up, hands it to you. Just remember, we got eyes on the streets and ears in every tavern. Cause any trouble, and you'll be seeing more of us.
Understood.
Mind yourselves. And then he steps to the side, and you guys are allowed entry. All right. And you guys head into the upper city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep breath after getting through, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, you did like the most official way to get in. There's no need for persuasion or deception or anything.
Yeah, it's
This
just
is a document.
also
They don't give a flying fuck what your business is. You have a writ that says you can come in. So I do want to read you a brief overlay. The upper city, home to the patriarch aristocracy, thank you, of Baldur's Gate, is a place of beauty and splendor where magnificent public sculptures stand alongside historic manors, upscale theaters and boutiques, and tiny stone-walled gardens tucked in among the streets like hidden jewels. Flowers bloom along the tree-lined streets, ushering away any stray miasma that escapes from the less fortunate quarters below. This is just another thing to read, even though it's not relevant right now, but it says silks and velvets, gold braid and mink, water-clear diamonds, and luminous pearls. These are common sights in the upper city, and hardly a glimpse elsewhere except as cheap imitations. Cool. So you guys are in the upper city, and you are in, I guess, like the temples or near the wide. I wonder if there's a description for temples.
This place reminds me of Elturel, in a way.
I didn't really realize it the first time as we were chasing down the assassin, but it feels like an entirely different world up here.
The neighborhood of temples, because you guys have seen the wide, so I don't really have to describe that. But the neighborhood of temples, grand cathedrals, and shrines shape the skyline in this central neighborhood, with Gon's High House of Wonders foremost among them. There you go.
I always wished that my family would someday buy in their ticket to this place, but I have to admit it. As much as it hurts to say that Amric was right. My father was too much of a fool. I was too much of a fool back in those days, and well, now I find myself here. It feels bizarre to be here in this situation.
I mean, the grass is always greener, and unfortunately in this case, it literally is. But, I mean, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Could you imagine living your life surrounded by these people? Can't believe they can actually get around with their heads so far up their asses.
I could.
Give me a low light tavern where I can drink my beer and watch the people fight each other.
It's not that different. The paranoia we feel that, some ruffian's gonna come in the night. Same paranoia that a patriarch feels that their caravan is gonna get sacked on the road and their whole estate's gonna go up in smoke.
Also, it's not uncommon for patriarchs to also walk around with bodyguards in the upper city. It is still the city of blood, regardless.
At least up here the flowers are much nicer.
Yes, at least we can trade the smell of flowers for the smell of shit, but maybe it's not all that's cracked up to be.
Is this common in a city, August? All this dichotomy packed into one place?
I don't know if it's quite as sharp in other places, but I imagine so.
Maybe one day I'll get the hang of it. But until then, where's our next step? Do we go to a tavern and figure out what we're going to do?
Well, let's not go to a tavern. The watch guy just told us that people are gonna know if we go to a tavern.
I want everyone in this group right now to make a history check.
I'm 17.
Oh,
16?
Also 16.
Okay, so most of you know that there is one seedy place in the upper city that you're pretty sure is never patrolled by the city watch, and it's this place it's a tavern / inn kind of deal, but it's called the Undercellar, and it is a hole in the ground that leads to a place in the sewers that is a tavern in the sewers. And it's like, London got an 18.
I would
Purposefully
intentionally roll
Give
at
yourself a disadvantage? All right,
Yeah.
okay. I thought that's what you were doing, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so then Tanis, you would know for sure that this is sort of a place that the guild, it's not their home of operations, but it is a common place for the guild to visit.
Well, if we're looking for seedy and unwatched, Undercellar be the place to go.
Yeah.
Might not be
Even though-
watched by the city guard, but our presence will be noticed by the guild, but I don't think they'll really care too much.
As far as they're concerned, we're just 5 hired guards walking around.
My idea
Knowing
was,
the... Go ahead.
my idea was find a random garden tucked away and hide out there, so it sounds better.
Knowing the guild, they will care. They just won't necessarily suspect us of anything. Our presence won't go unnoticed.
Suppose it does fit our MO now.
If we need to talk plans, we should do it not outside in public.
We have our plans, right? We just need somewhere to bandage our wounds for a moment.
Guess from here it's pretty straightforward.
Is it? We're not just going to walk into the place we need to go and start taking names.
Do you want to do Operation Lock and Tree again?
I don't know. Perhaps it is worth having a pint, licking our wounds, and figuring out exactly what it is we do need to do.
We can't make any concrete plans until we even see the place.
Perhaps we do a walk around and get an idea of what we're looking at.
That's a good idea.
After
Scouting mission first.
Okay.
Says the scout. Do we know where Van Thamper Manor is?
Yep.
How to get there? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's right outside. It's like it's marked on the map.
Yeah, but like when we, the players,
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, it's a right here and a left here. And...
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I feel like you were told where it was by Portier. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were.
okay.
Mm.
So you guys want to go check it out?
Yeah, Van Tandis, did you want to go to the tavern first and rest, or scout first?
I feel like a rest would benefit all of us in case a scouting mission goes sideways. We're not exactly the most subtle of groups. And none of our plans, well, some of our plans have gone off as expected, but most of the time I feel like we end up shedding blood.
I'm also inclined to go to the tavern first.
I could keep going, but if everyone else thinks rest is the best, then I suppose I could use a little shut-eye if I can get it.
Only a drink and a sit down. Not too much time.
If that's what your orders are, Gauntlet, I'll follow you all the way. But if we could at least see the property, we don't have to start anything. It could maybe inform our strategy of how we want to infiltrate.
Yeah, I'm just concerned that it's twice the chance of us getting caught in the area.
You're of course right. I'm sorry I said anything. Let's go to this under bar then.
Sorry, Dad.
So sorry for speaking up.
Not to mention, of all people, like that's going to be like the one to kick things off. It's you.
Hey, there's dichotomy in everything. Okay, Tanis?
Just wait one moment with me, guys. I'm having a minor panic attack because my computer's sort of freaking out a little bit. I do have a lot of things going on today right now.
No worries.
And it's like my computer is... I straight froze up a second ago, and my heart sank into my chest because I don't know what that would do to the OBS in the stream.
God.
But I think we're back to normal now, so... You guys are heading to the undercellar.
Confirm, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the undercell is beneath the wide. So you guys head towards the wide, and you find... So the outskirts of the wide is still part of the wide, but it is like city streets and buildings and businesses and stuff like that. The entrance to the undercellar is hidden beneath the streets. It is a narrow stairway that descends into the dark, damp alleyway. The stone steps are slick with moisture. I mean, it's still raining. And there's a carved onto the wall that the steps descend down into. It's just the undercellar. And then underneath of it, in a little, or no, on like the corner of a door post, there is a little symbol that none of you recognize. Because it's thieves' cant. And then you guys, at the bottom of the stairs, there is a thick wooden door reinforced with iron bands. Boom. What do you guys want to do?
Tandis, you knew about this place, right? Is there a protocol here?
I brought someone, a guild member, in one time who just said that he knew of this place. He didn't tell me about how to get in. So, I don't know. It's not. It's not like a. Is this a legitimate establishment, or is this like more like a hideout for?
Both.
All right, I'll go up to the. Is there like one of those like doors on that I can see?
No, but yes, now there is.
Now they're okay.
There wasn't, but there is now.
I'll go up to the door and just pound on it 3 times.
Okay. There's the, and you see a gray-skinned half-orc at the top of his head, and he'll say, "What do you want?"
Drink. We're just delivering a package for someone, and all the uppity places up in the rest of the upper city. Not really our style.
Okay. As a cop, and the coppiest of all the cops around you, I need you to make a deception check.
I'm also the most deceptive of the group, with a 22.
Hey, he grunts at you, and you'll hear a door unlatch as it creaks open. And you can step inside. When you step inside, you will see that this half-orc dude is heavily armored and armed to the teeth. Inside, the air is thick with smoke and the smell of stale ale. The dimly lit room is small and cramped, with low ceilings and a mix of wooden tables scattered unevenly around. Wrought iron sconces hold flickering candles that cast long shadows on the stone walls. You see, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you do see a few patrons still in the tavern, and they're just huddled in quiet conversations. This place feels secretive, like a sanctuary for those looking to keep their business hidden from prying eyes. There is doors that lead off of this area, and there is a bar with a barkeep behind it. The barkeep is this gnome dude who has almost like the emo hair, where it's black and it goes down and over one of his eyes, and he's wearing like leather. He's like wiping the table or wiping the bar.
I'll approach him and just pull out like a platinum piece and just kind of be like, whatever ales you have available, we'll take 5 of them.
He takes the platinum and bites it, looks at it, puts it in his pocket, and he'll grab you some drinks just silently. He'll grab ale for everybody. Unlike the Blushing Mermaid, all the cups match, so they were at least careful.
We're in the
about
upper
that.
city now.
You know it.
Yeah, I think like Tanis doesn't really know the conversion rate between like fancy bars in upper city and like
He takes that whole platinum piece.
No, I feel like platinum was probably steep, but I also didn't want to look like a cheap ass, so all right, that's fine. And then I'll join the rest of the group with 5 drinks.
Okay, you guys can find a secluded secret table off to the side.
How do the drinks taste here?
Very good. Like Hachi Mama, this is good shit.
Wow, it's not even watered down.
Platinum well spent.
You can actually taste the mead in this. So we get a short rest going, or what's the plan here?
I think that's basically the entire plan. Get a short rest and head out.
Well, I was also going to ask you, are we just heading over to the Vampire Villa? And I know we're going to scout, but what exactly is the plan here? Go in and start killing?
We treat it like our trip to the tannery.
Except this time, Thirstwell definitely knows we're coming.
Tanis, you mentioned Lock-in Tree. I don't know if you were kidding, but perhaps could be a way in again.
I feel like we have to see the place before we start making any solid concrete plans, but it's always something to keep in the back pocket.
I pretty sure we know at least one Van Thamper is at the manor, the villa. And
It's a manor. It's a manor. Villa is very misleading. There's villas in Waterdeep. Manors are in Baldur's Gate.
So is it Van Thamper Villa or
No,
Van Thamper Manor?
No, I'm borrowing a map that says Van Thamper Villa on it, but there are no villa. Like, I really want to stress that because there's a whole neighborhood called Manorborn. It is very important that the patriarchs live in manors. It's like part of the society is that they live in manors.
But I'm assuming they're like, it's actually Van Thamper Villa.
No. They want to fit in because they're not from here, right?
Yeah.
Because also you will note they do not live in Manorborn, right? They live in temples, right? So even though she is a duke, she does not have a place in Manorborn because only Manorborn live in Manorborn. Do you see what I'm saying?
You got to be old money to get that.
Oh, this is old money neighborhood. This is Sea Ward in Waterdeep, right? Like this is, or the North Ward in Waterdeep, right? This is old money. No, the Sea Ward.
Nouveau riche bullshit out of here.
Yeah. I know that this seems trivial, but it actually like has reason behind it. So.
Just kick our feet up here for 30, 40 minutes then and be on our way.
I suppose prepare as best as we can. I mean, if we're going in, it has to be now. It's going to be morning soon.
Yeah. Do you guys need to roll any hit dice or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys aren't going to take a long rest. It's craziness.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but like,
I mean,
okay, you have no room to talk, but everyone else, I'm surprised.
nope. I'm very good right now.
Because you know,
Nice.
there's like a whole like you guys know that there's like a whole temple complex or like a whole sewer complex beneath the manor, right? Like you were told that by Mortlock.
I was saying we should rest, but they want to go in now?
So medical experts only once per day, right?
Huh?
Medical experts only once per day, correct?
I think it's
Or
every
is it every
short
short
rest.
rest?
Yeah, it seems kind of crazy to me, but
Every short
Every
rest.
short
that's how it's worded. Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
okay.
I got hit die for days.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we can long rest if you want the temp HP. But yeah, Tannis is good, and Vin herself is actually doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty low on spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I've used half of them.
I have one left.
2 left.
3 left.
The gauntlet says we'll go. We'll go.
I mean, I'm open to discussion. Like, we're in an inn right now. We have a place to long rest that, you know, is relatively safe. People won't really talk if we, you know, throw platinum in the right places.
Right. The only thing that you have to worry about is reinforcements. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, we're already in the upper city. You know, they don't necessarily know that yet. They'd have to talk to that one random guard.
I'm just worried we walk out of here with wanted posters of our faces plastered on every street corner.
I'm more concerned about one of those imps delivering messages.
Yeah, I
We know
agree
for
that-
sure one of them was already at the Low Lantern.
Whatever message they were going to deliver has been delivered already.
Well, or delivering a message that we were there. Now, for all we know, also could have followed us all the way past the gates. I'm not saying it's worst case scenario, but
My only
guess-
concern is that we wake up with knives at our throats, but the guild has some security here. I suppose it's actually a bit safer in this situation than other places.
Yeah. I trust the guilds more than anybody else to keep us safe from the city watch.
It's more so just what we're going to walk into when we get to the villa.
I am, you know, very rapidly being convinced that a long rest is in order because
I don't think it'll matter. I think either way the defenses have been made. Thirstwell knows what's coming.
yeah, that a temple underneath Thirstwell has what, 6 imps bound to him?
Five after.
4 or 6. Who knows?
So I mean, he's got to be a talented spellcaster in his own right to have that kind of control.
Which means I would prefer to be at my best when we go up against him.
Yeah, not to say all the guards that a Duke's Manor will have. I've used quite a few resources, so I'm fully willing to rest if, if it's worth it to other people.
If we do rest, we'll have to, I assume, stay here until nightfall. Don't exactly want to be attacking a manor in broad daylight.
I mean, honestly, if you did take an official quote-unquote long rest, you would literally wake up when it was nighttime again.
Yeah, it is like what,
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
So timing's pretty good.
It's your call, Gauntlet. Do we perhaps want to do the scouting mission before we long rest, though?
Well, perhaps we should wait just in case they bring in additional guards to patrol the area.
Fair point. The recon could be bogus if they change it.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't want to get caught because sooner or later, people are going to start asking where Amric is, and that red is going to become very suspicious.
So we procure rooms for the night then.
I can talk to the barkeep, put down a couple platinum, no questions asked.
Whatever the rooms cost, pay double, so no questions are asked. Nobody knows we were here.
On your orders? And she can go off and do that whenever the conversation dies.
Okay. The barkeep will tell you that it's 2 gold apiece per room.
Yeah. So 5 rooms, she'll pay
2
10,
platinum.
so 2 platinum.
Yeah.
Just put down.
Okay. They're very pricey rooms, obviously. Like this place does sort of provide a service,
Yeah, but discretion is appreciated.
They'll say, well, discretion costs you extra.
That's what the extra platinum is for.
No. It was 2 gold apiece per room, right? Oh, so that's 5.
Right, so it's 5 rooms, 10 gold.
Plus
1
another
platinum.
10. You're right. I did my math wrong. So then, yeah, no, he's good. He wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
He would have been like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, totally, yeah. Who are you guys anyways?
Yeah.
I never seen you before in my life.
Do you have to say this is really good mead? I wonder where it's from.
Probably Cholt. Like, all the good meat comes from Cholt, apparently, in this place.
Can't give me one reference that I know, eh?
No.
Nope, none.
Should have been here.
Yeah, not from good mead. Yeah, should have been here.
A boat from Schultz did just arrive.
Yeah, that's
Maybe that's some meat on board.
All right, well, I suppose I am kind of wiped then if we have rooms.
Yeah, you do.
Before we go, then, how are you doing? I mean, now that you've had some time to really stew in it, I suppose.
Well, I've had some closure, but as I said, it feels something is missing. I want more. I want to take down Thirstwell. I want to expose the rest of this whole plot. Be done with it. I want nothing more. I think I'm determined enough to keep going.
Well, it might feel incomplete. The alternative was much more bitter. Let me tell you that. And don't worry, these Van Thampers are going down.
I'll be there to say it. Stake my life on it.
What about you, Ophelia? Brooding mood, we all have ales.
I suppose I did say I'd talk over a drink.
Didn't you also say I was getting some sort of reward for doing all that paperwork?
Uh, yes, but you and that tricky pet of yours. I suppose I should have given this to you earlier before it bamfed away, but she is going to bring out the special bag she has been making
Mhm.
for London.
Mhm.
It is a substantially bigger, thicker, padded leather satchel with LR carefully embroidered on the front of it. Its straps on the top reinforced with chainmail so they cannot be chewed through. I figured after what happened on the road, you might appreciate a little more safety for the little one, but I suppose it's not useful anymore.
I wouldn't go that far. Thank you, Ophelia. I don't know the last time I received a gift before. This is quite thoughtful of you.
You are my charge. It's my duty to take care of you. You're welcome, London.
London's gonna go and give you a hug.
Oh. Side hug. No. I suppose I've been pushing you, Vin, a little hard lately about this whole Van Thamper thing.
Well, it's funny you say that. In my mind, I'm pushing myself. It's my only purpose at this point. I think we're of the same mind here for this Van Thamper situation, whatever you would call it. But, well, was there something else you were going to say?
There is. And you have every permission to speak freely to me. If I push too hard, it's because I want to give you what I never got, which was closure.
I see. I didn't realize you had such a stake as well. I mean, I know you're a righteous one, not something I would call myself, but I suppose there's something you're not letting on. Is there something you want to tell me, Ophelia?
I think it's something I need to tell all of you. I haven't been the most honest or forthcoming lately, and that put us in danger back on the road. It should be obvious that I was from Elturel. I called that city my home ever since I was little. I never thought my life would turn out like this. I thought that I would be a knight, the Order of the Companion. I would be a Hell Rider, basking in gleaming armor, riding atop a horse, bringing justice to the world, protecting the innocent. I thought that I could have a family. But all of that was taken away. In a single night, I lost everything. I lost my future, my title, the two best things in the world. And I wasn't like you, Vin. I didn't stay and fight. I was a coward. I ran away. So I saw what happened to you, and I thought that I would never let the same pain happen to someone else. You are my friend, and however incomplete it might be, I won't let you go unfulfilled.
What were you running away from?
Jay, can
Yep.
you please show?
Yes. I have it somewhere.
She is going to reach into a pocket somewhere on her and pull out a crumpled piece of parchment.
Yes, can you describe it while I get it?
Yeah.
Look for it.
It's clearly been folded and refolded and opened many times. It's very small. She takes the time to very carefully unfold it one at a time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even know if there's a word for what I was running away from London. I told myself I was going to find help, going to find someone who could penetrate some sphere of influence, who could investigate this properly, but yep. In fully unfolding this picture, she'll put it down on the table, gently smoothing it out. This is when an Elise, the two best things that I had in my life. And I couldn't even give them justice.
Who were they?
When I was in training, we went out to check out reports of a caravan that had been ransacked on the edge of Eltergard. I believe they were part of a trading company that were coming through. Their parents didn't make it, but they did. I had just begun my training. I had a house. I had enough money for maids and servants and tutors, and I thought I could have everything. I could have honors. I could have a position of power. And then one night I just lost it all. Came home to blood and bodies. A white mask hurtling down a hallway towards me. I didn't even have time to get them. And when I tried to talk to my comrades, I was shut out. There was no white mask. There was no conspiracy. I was labeled as a perpetrator. I killed my own children, they said. And I didn't stay and fight. I came here. And now I'll never get justice for them. Elturel's gone. Their killers are gone. The ones who perpetrated it are gone. The least I can do is help you, Vin.
Well, this is quite a bit. The only thing I can say in response, Ophelia, is, well, I never told any of you what Gats and I did to get our business going. You see, I was once of a bit of a mind like your past self, Ophelia. Maybe not as honorable. I didn't want to be a knight, but I wanted to be a right business person. I wanted to be a part of the artisans guilds, but I couldn't scrape together the money after my father had pissed away everything. I wasn't any help because, well, I pissed away some of it myself, going to parties and drinking myself drinking myself to oblivion, basically. And well, Gats and I was lucky to find him because he gave me a chance, but his family was never rich. So, well, we started going to the Underdark, and we started mining precious minerals that we could find there. But as we dug deeper, we found little settlements drow settlements, settlements of other Svirfneblin. We stole from all of them. We took what we could find, gold, coins, more precious metals, mushrooms, herbs, and the like. We took it all. We kept getting away with it, till one day we got attacked by some hook auras, and well, that was nearly the end of us, but I remember, it's a bit of a blur, but Gatst, his leg was pinned. I somehow got him free, and we just escaped in time. That was why he told me to join the Fist, was because he thought I could be a hero. What a joke that seems now. But, well, I gave it a shot because he had the faith in me. I tried an honest life once more. And damn it all. Down to the hells, here we are. In the seedy tavern. Planning a murder.
Yast had a good eye then. If he says you could have been a hero, I believe him.
Maybe there's some redemption for me yet. I'll admit I'm finding it hard to see right now.
Amric is never gonna con another refugee. He's never gonna break somebody's legs because they owe him money again. You're already there.
Thank you, August. My mind was in such a haze, I wasn't looking at it that way. And I suppose my father's spirit can rest a little easier as well, of course. But what is the time? It's late. We should get some rest while we still can.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rooms of this place, there is a maze of like sewers and shit behind this main tap room, which, by the way, this is like a area in the sewers. You are in the sewers pretty much, but it's like very nice. Like they cleaned it out. This is not a sewers anymore, right? It's a tavern and an inn. So you were basically told how to get to your rooms, but it's like there's a sewer tunnel that you have to walk down, but it's cleaned out and dried out now and everything. And there's a door off of it, and it is sort of like common rooms. There's maybe 6 or 7 common rooms in this place, but you guys have a common room to yourself. I think there's like 6 beds in a common room, but he just gives you the whole room for your privacy or whatever. So there's just like 6 beds. They're like bunks. They're very rudimentary. There's no furniture.
Feels like home.
Okay. And you guys want to get a long rest?
Fuck, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. Might as well be as prepared as we can be.
All right. You guys get a long rest. And I think we can continue this next session. I think this is where we're going to end it for... Don't give me that shit, Chris. You needed to go out early anyways. All right.
I want to keep playing.
I know, me too. All right, so I think that's where we'll end the session for tonight. So I'm going to do my outro. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next dive into the descent. Stay sharp and farewell, adventurers.
Goodbye,
Thank
adventurers.
you,
Bye, adventurers.
Yay!
As next 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
3, maybe.
We'll see. And the stream is done, and